I had an emotional affair with a man who worked under me, and that was just the beginning. I told my husband it was only emotional, a boundary I crossed during a stressful period. I said all the things people say when they're desperate to contain the damage. It never became physical. It didn't mean anything. It just happened during a rough patch. I said that while 2 videos sat on my phone. 2 men, 2 nights. I told him both occurred on out-of-town trips. Only one did. The other was here, in the same city, in the same bed I used to crawl into next to my husband, though he had no idea. That was 8 months ago. Since then, we've each been in individual therapy. We've gone through 2 different marriage counselors, both SATs. Both gave the same advice. If there's any hope of real reconciliation, I need a formal therapeutic disclosure followed by a polygraph. And that's where I freeze. It's not even about hiding more. At least, that's what I tell myself. It's the fear. The thought of being strapped to a machine that measures whether my body believes my words is almost unbearable. I shake just thinking about it. I cry. My chest tightens. And then I imagine what would happen if he learned about all the other mistakes I've made over the years. Little betrayals here, fleeting entanglements there. My panic boils over, and I want to run. And yet, I know exactly how it looks from his side. I know how it sounds when I say, I want to rebuild trust, while circling only the one thing he would need to believe. From his perspective, I'm still lying, and he's not wrong. The affair is over. The man is out of our lives. But a few weeks ago, he contacted my husband, claiming I wasn't telling the whole truth, that I couldn't face what I had done. My husband shut it down immediately, telling him not to reach out unless he was ready to reveal everything. That should have been the end. But then, suddenly, another vague message arrives. It's time we talked. No follow-up, no clarity, just enough to unsettle everything. I watched my husband sit in the kitchen, refreshing his messages for hours. I watched him tense with every buzz. I made this mess. I gave that man space in our marriage. And now, I see the way my husband's face goes hollow when he notices a couple holding hands. He tells me he wonders who's cheating, who is already, who is about to. I know exactly where that came from. He told me, we're not really reconciling. I've been pretending while avoiding the hard truths. You've been in therapy, saying the right words, but refusing to go all the way. Every time I ask for the full truth, you give me just enough to keep me from leaving. And he's right. I've been managing damage, not healing it. I've been afraid, ashamed, humiliated, and I let that fear matter more than honesty. I don't know if I can face the polygraph without falling apart, but I know I can't keep asking him to rebuild something I keep covering with half-truths and avoidance. I made him live in a lie, and now I want him to believe my version of the truth, but he doesn't owe me trust. I told myself I'd do the disclosure. I'd take the polygraph. I wanted to mean it. I thought I did, but by then it was too late. He said he was done. He'd been holding on to hope that I'd finally relinquish control, reveal everything no matter the shame. But he couldn't remain in that limbo any longer. He didn't yell. He didn't shame me. He simply said, "You say you're working on honesty, but I've been living under your learning curve." I thought the disclosure and polygraph would give me time, clarity. But waiting, avoiding, delaying, that was the real cost. That's why I'm walking away. So, yes, I'm going to do the disclosure. I'm going to take the polygraph. But not to win him back. He'll participate, too. Not for reconciliation, but to lead with clarity instead of confusion. The affair partner is no longer my responsibility. Any contact must go through our therapist. I'm done with chaos, with attention, with substitutes for change. I thought being better would make him stay. I didn't realize you can do everything right and still be years too late. That's not punishment. It's cause and effect. I've learned I can't ask him to unlearn what I've taught him about suspicion and betrayal. I will finish what I started, even if it's only for me. Even if the truth lands in his inbox and he never responds. If I want to become someone safe, honest, real, I have to face the thing I've been most afraid of, even if the person I love most is walking away. The polygraph isn't a trap. It's a gift, a chance to stop him from guessing, to finally give him something objective. Fear doesn't excuse avoidance. Recovery is showing up even when your fear says no. Give the full disclosure. Take the polygraph. Accept whatever comes without bargaining for credit. The person you become on the other side is all you can control. Do it anyway.